fire in the lake. The image of revolution. Thus the superior man sets the calendar and makes the seasons clear. Greetings. I am Jan Wirigat. You may be wondering what you have just seen and how it relates to artistic practice and your department. Perhaps we can make this clearer by looking at the composition of the department program as I take you through the oracle's judgment. Hexagram 48. The well. 9, in the second place, means, at the well hole one shoots fishes. The jug is broken and leaks. The water itself is clear but it is not being used. Thus the well is a place where only fish will stay, and whoever comes to it, comes only to catch fish. But the jug is broken, so that the fish cannot be kept in it. Fine art is a subculture. A countercultural space for the middle classes. As a countercultural space under late capital, its function is to promote symbolic actions as acts of real resistance against a brutal hegemonic culture. Privileging symbolic actions over direct ones is important to the identity of the artist as a signifier. Not only does artist signify a specific type of individualist and creator, but attaching this signifier to the ego is itself an act of self-castration aimed at the big other. Often shortened to the bigger, the other in question is Roy Orbison, who in 1977 accidentally decorporalized into the symbolic order after he and Jerry Lee Lewis's position on the sexiness of 13-year-olds briefly caused them to merge forms with Jacques Derrida and Michel Foucault respectively.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night, just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep, everything is alright.
Tout ça, c'est aujourd'hui, ça doit se traiter, me semble-t-il, dans un échange entre l'art du cinéma, dans ce qu'il a de plus inouï, de plus inédit, finalement, et quelque chose de la psychanalyse.
I have no muscles. Millions of ants live under my dermis. Because of this, cats are afraid of me. Dogs are also afraid of me, although not because of the ants. A quote from President-elect Mark Zuckerberg. Countercultural ideas that at their heart promote individualism have always provided innovative new ways for the ruling ideology to reproduce itself and men like our beloved leader to thrive. You may still be feeling the effects of several summers of love in your system right now, as you may remember incorporating an understanding of water, earth, wind and fire into your body this September. October. Bardaya. Of course, appealing to Freudian slips as evidence of unconscious desires in an author when viewing an artwork is considered poor critical practice, so we will not be doing so here. The first of your 96 hexagrams given by the oracle was Xian, or obstruction. A changing line in the first place reads: going leads to obstructions. Coming meets with praise. When one encounters an obstruction, the important thing is to reflect on how best to deal with it. When threatened with danger, one should not strive blindly to go ahead, for this leads only to complications. Thankfully we all understand the organization of our department, its relationship to the wider institutions and those institutions' relationships to cultural, commercial and political structures, so nobody is in danger of feeling impotent in their artistic actions. As you can see, our position in relation to power is not the only thing we can map. What philosophical position does your course of study itself imply? Here we see a problem. The sincerity and energy required to carry out revolutionary change is in conflict with our ironic and deconstructionist detachment that allows us to see why such a change is necessary. For an answer, We can travel from hexagram 39 to your 39th hexagram. Conduct. Treading upon the tail of the tiger. It does not bite the man. Does this mean we can progress by oscillating between irony and sincerity? The answer is of course, no. This way is simply a rhetorical trick that allows painters to make work most appealing to the market while knowing full well exactly how stupid it is. A one-eyed man is able to see. A lame man is able to tread. But if he steps on the tail of the tiger bites the man, and left Twitter decries the tiger as ableist. Ironic artworks that knowingly follow tired trends such as using text-to-speech narration in videos are not heroic defiance of those trends but simply a comment on the artist's own cowardice and opportunism. This is ideology at its purest. Sniff. So what alternative is there? Consider Tung Jen. The image of fellowship with others. Thus the superior person organizes the clans and makes distinctions between things. Fellowship should not be a mere mingling of individuals or things. That would be chaos, not fellowship. If fellowship is to lead to order, there must be organization within diversity. But can organization have the power to overcome domination without itself being hierarchical? Consider this changing line from your 78th hexagram. If in gathering together one has position, this brings no blame. If there are some who are not yet sincerely in the work, sublime and enduring perseverance is needed. Then remorse disappears. In a situation of scarcity it could be said that hierarchy provides the organization necessary to survive. In a situation of artificial scarcity, like a sport, we will celebrate the victory of a less powerful team whose leader achieves victory through clever strategy, sounding like he eats gravel, and actually eating earthworms. Of course, we as artists would never accept a situation of baseless artificial scarcity in our normal lives or professional practice, so this is merely an academic exercise. I hope you have enjoyed your experience with the Oracle. Your final rendering of the pentahectaheptake hexagram was, number 11. Peace. The small departs. The great approaches. Good fortune. Success. This hexagram denotes a time in nature when heaven seems to be on earth, but then I shouldn't need to explain why millennialism would appeal to millennials. The Oracle is, after all, a book of changes. Goodbye.